Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you? And welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video of mine. I'm aiming to help you make some purchasing decisions in this video by offering my personal opinion on what skins I would say are the best, because I've had a lot of comments and tweets recently saying, should I get this skin or this skin? Or should I just save up for heroes? Well, I'm mainly just going to be talking about skins in this video, and I'm going to be covering all of the skins that have been released as of July 2018. So if you're watching in the future, there may be a possibility there are some skins that have been released, but right now there are 20 skins in Battlefront 2, 18 are purchasable. The other 2 are the pre-order bonus skins from the Last Jedi content. It's the Jedi Training and Unmasked Kylo skin. Now, a bit of an update on this. Ben, the community manager, did mention recently the legal teams are looking in the possibility of potentially making these available to be purchasable in the game store. So you will actually be able to purchase these in the future, fingers crossed, if you have missed out on them. But nevertheless, I'm just going to get straight into the video and just say that, remember, everything I say in this video in terms of ranking is my personal opinion based on the amount of crystals and credits they cost, the value for that, the way they look, the amount of detail and change, and just my overall personal preference of the looks of the characters. So if you do disagree, which I'm sure some of you will disagree with me in terms of my ranking, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your feedback and what skins you like the most. But anyway, let's get started with number 20, and it is of course Wounded Chewie. Not only is it a bad meme, but it's a bad skin. All it does is add a bandage to Chewie for 5,000 credits or 150 crystals. It's just not worth it. It actually looks fine on his arm, the way the fur is patted down. It looks natural and fine, but this was one of the first skins they released, and for the cost, it's just not worth it. There is no point in having it. And in the 19th spot, it is the Commander skin for Iden, and it costs 20,000 credits, which is a lot for just the removal of a helmet. Personally, this should be a common, in my opinion. It should just be 5,000 credits. I mean, I use this all the time. It's one of the first one I bought in terms of skins. And the reason being, her profile picture in the game when you're selecting the character is her without the helmet since launch, and we literally only got this a few months ago, which is really, really weird. But regardless, I prefer her without her helmet, and it's low because of the cost. It should not cost 20,000 credits, but if you do have 20,000 credits spare and you like playing as Iden, this is the one. In 18th position, I have the Vandor Heist skin for Chewie, and I love Chewbacca, but his skins are pretty dreadful. I mean, don't get me wrong, the skin looks cool, but 40,000 credits for a couple of goggles and a little bit of difference is front and back. There's just no point paying 1,000 crystals or 40,000 credits. It's just so expensive. It should not be epic. It should be a rare. I just can't believe it is an epic. I mean, I haven't brought it for that reason. I use Chewie all the time, but that skin for that cost isn't worth it in my opinion. In 17th position, I have the Administrator skin for Lando, and I love the look of the skin, but this is the skin that was in the first game and really should have been at launch for this game. Why it costs 20,000 credits and 500 crystals, I don't know. It just shouldn't cost that amount. If anything, it should be a common, and it should have been here months ago and not when the first wave of skins did release. In 16th position, we have the Leia Hoth skin, and this is a rare purely because the free Hoth skins for Luke, Leia and Han were made available free in a challenge before the skins did actually fully release. So if you didn't complete those challenges, you can purchase them, but for 20,000 credits and 500 crystals, that's kind of steep in my opinion. I think common would make it worthwhile considering it was in the previous game as a standard skin, and if you played it in the previous game, you're probably thinking, why have I got to pay 20,000 credits to get this skin again? In 15th position, we have the Hoth Luke skin, and it's the same story here, to be honest. I personally prefer the look, so that's why it makes it a space above Leia's. and it's a great skin to use on a map like Hoth. But again, 20,000 credits, I got it for free luckily by completing the challenges, but it was free in the previous game. And again, in 14th position we have Han's Hoth skin, which just again is the same exact story. However, personally this is my best looking skin out of those three personally. The detail of this model is incredible. The texture work is phenomenal. I mean, Luke's is as well. It just looks incredible. There's so much intricacy and little details of this outfit which make it worthwhile. It's a fantastic skin, and it's definitely one you should be getting if you play Han a lot like myself. In 13th position, I have a skin for Kylo, and it is the Scarred skin. Now, as much as it looks pretty cool, I love the scar on his face, you know, we see this in The Last Jedi. The cost for this just is not worth it and wouldn't bump it up. I mean, 40,000 credits and 1,000 crystals for me personally for such a simple, different skin compared to his other one, which is the unmasked version, which was the Last Jedi pre-order bonus. 40,000 is a lot. Like, it definitely changes his appearance massively from his masked Force Awakens appearance, so that's why it's higher up than the others. But still, 40,000 credits for this simple change. Compared to the unmasked Last Jedi skin, it's just not worth the cost. In 12th position, we have Leia's Endor skin, and it's a similar story to the others. It was in the last game for free, and this time around it costs 40,000 credits and 1,000 crystals. It's an epic, and it really shouldn't cost that much if I'm perfectly honest. Like, it's one of my favourite skins in the game in terms of its design, but the cost brings it down so much. I just would not pay 40,000 credits for it. That's why I didn't. And when they finally released it as a challenge to do it for free, which was great because I got it for free and I didn't have to pay 40,000 credits for it. In 11th position, I have the unmasked Kylo skin. You know, it looks great, but you can't purchase it right now. And the only reason why it's in 11th at the moment is because it changes his appearance drastically. You know, it removes his hood, it removes his helmet, and it does give him the Last Jedi look versus his Force Awakens outfit. It's an epic skin, so it's going to cost 40,000 when it does release. I wouldn't say it's definitely up in the top 10, hence why it didn't make the top 10. Now let's kick off the top 10 countdown with Lando's Raconteur skin from Solo: A Star Wars Story. So this is a legendary skin and costs 80,000 credits or 2,000 crystals. And I've personally not brought this because as much as I love the look, it's a fantastic and gorgeous skin. The voiceover work just is not great. Like, at times, some of the voice lines are good, to be honest, but then for the majority, they're not great. They do not sound like Donald Glover at all, and it's such a disappointment.
Yeah, I'm responsible these days. It's the price you pay for being successful. How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you.
For the cost of 80,000 credits and 2,000 crystals, you're getting a not so very good voice over for it, and I hope they improve it in the future, but it's just not worth the cost in my opinion. It just isn't, and I would say that this is one that if you're a huge Lando fan, get it, but again, this skin's right at the end of the film. It's barely in the film. It looks great, but the voice actor just lets it down massively. And in 9th position, we have the professional sportsman outfit for basically the same reason for Lando. The voice actor just isn't great, but in my opinion, because this is seen more in the film and I prefer the look of this outfit more than the other one, that's why I bought it, and that is why it's ranked 9, one more than the previous skin. So in 8th position, I actually have a skin I think is going to be kind of controversial in its positioning. We have the Endor skin for Han. And some people are thinking, hold on a second, this skin doesn't change loads about Han. It also costs 40,000 credits. It should probably be further down on the list, but to be honest, as a personal preference, I love the look of the skin. You know, it's so close to the film, and the material of the outfit, the jacket, just looks phenomenal. It's so well detailed. You know, it has little fabric inconsistencies as you'd expect in a jacket. It is really, really good. And 40,000 credits for this is kind of steep, but at the same time, It looks great, and he has a nice under outfit as well. It's not like it was cheaply made. I think it's a very good outfit, and that's why it gets its 8th position. And in 7th position, I have a skin that is probably another controversial one. Some people would probably put this down on their list, but for me personally, the hooded Yoda skin is one of my favourites. It looks great. I love it. Some people hate it, but I love it. How his ears just stick out. It's perfect because it connects back to the 2003 Clone Wars series. And I think the price is right because, you know, although all he gains is a hood with his ears sticking out, 20,000 credits is kind of fair. Like, it's on the same wavelength as Aiden in the fact that you literally just get like a headpiece that changes for the same cost. So yeah, you could say it probably could be put down further on the list, but this is a skin I did not expect to see. It's a skin I actually do like more than the other skins to play as, and it wasn't going to be there at launch, something like Aiden's skin should have been, because, well, she mainly wears her helmet off in the campaign and in the marketing and other stuff. In 6th position, I have the Skiff skin for Lando. And you know what? This is one of my favourite looking skins in the game. It completely changes Lando's appearance. The only things they keep are his face and hands pretty much, you know. Everything from his shoes to the helmet are completely well detailed and modelled. There is some really awesome texture work going on here, and I think the price suits it. It's 40,000 credits or 1,000 crystals, and I bought this straight away. It just looks great. I think it's a completely different skin to what we would expect when they first announced it, and it's completely different to any other skins in the game, and I think the price point is right, personally. In 5th position, I have the Beckett's Crew hand skin, and this is another legendary skin, so it does cost 2,000 crystals or 80,000 credits. I bought this purely because I love the look of the design. It's fantastic. You know, the voice actor isn't bad. It doesn't sound exactly like Alden, the actor who played Han in Solo: A Star Wars Story, but the detail of his voice acting and his face as well, like the modelling and the voice acting together, work really, really well in my opinion.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster. Great, kid. Don't get cocky.
And I don't think they could have got it much more spot on. Considering this is the same price as Lando's skin, it's so much better. You get so much better value for your money because it doesn't stand out as much, but the voiceover work is so much better, and I would highly recommend getting this skin. And it's the same story for 4th position, which is the Corellia Escape skin for Han as well. So this does indeed cost 80,000 credits or 2,000 crystals, but I love the look of the skin. Personally, I wasn't expecting this skin in the game, and the little bruises and cuts on his face was a nice little addition too. I didn't think they was going to go to that length, but they did make his face look different. Otherwise, I think this skin wouldn't be as worth the money. I still think the cost, having, you know, these two cost 80,000 each just for the voiceover, is a little bit steep. I think if you buy one of these skins like with Lando, you could get a discount for the second skin, because pretty much all you're gaining is the same voice and a better looking skin. So it makes the legendary idea of it being 80,000 credits a little bit silly in my opinion. So other than that, I think it completely justifies its price by the voice acting and how different the skin is to the previous skins Han has had. In 3rd position, I have the Act 2 outfit for Rey. So this is one of my personal favourite outfits in the Star Wars universe. It looks fantastic, and I think the price point is right, because other than her face, everything is different about Rey in this outfit compared to her standard scavenger outfit. So 40,000 credits for this, or 500 crystals, is right. I think Rey should definitely have a lot more cheaper skins. There are some really awesome skins she could have. I don't understand why they're not out yet, but nevertheless, I love the look of the skin, and of course, it's right in its price point. The runner-up for the best skin in this video is going to be the Jedi training skin for Rey. And unfortunately you can't purchase this yet. It was a pre-order bonus, but it's an exclusive right now. Not many people have it that are playing the game. And if I'm honest, it's one of my favourite outfits, again, in the Star Wars universe. It's so Jedi-like. The colours are great. The materials that went into making the skin look fantastic. They did a fantastic job. The only downside I would say is the hair looks a little bit weird when you're sort of standing around. You know, the little bit of strands of hair on the side just mess up a few times, especially when you're trying to take photos as well. Obviously, it's not meant to be like that when you're trying to take photos. You should be necessarily just pausing the game to take photos, but that's my only downside. Other than that, I love the skin. The hairstyle is completely different to the others, and when this does release, well, if it does release, that is, as a standalone skin that you can purchase, 40,000 credits is totally okay with me for the price point, considering it does change the outfit a lot. And the winner of the best skin in Battlefront right now is Leia's Bosch skin. So this, for me, not only just looks fantastic, but it's mainly the voiceover work. So it is a legendary skin and does cost 80,000 credits or 2,000 crystals, which is pretty steep, but you're getting a language that you can't understand, but at the same time is completely different to any other in the game right now. Because every time you use an emote or whatnot, the voice is completely different.
Yato, ja, buja, aito. Duja, yata.
And for me, that's why it's definitely much higher than Lando's or Han's legendary skins, because, you know, the work that went into the skin, making it look perfect. Like, seriously, this skin has some phenomenal details. I've been saying this throughout the video for some of the skins, but seriously, this skin has so much to it. It's super worth it. I know Leia isn't necessarily a hero that most people play, but if you want this skin, which is a very cool skin in my opinion, it's not something that you see every day on the Battlefront, it's definitely one to stand out because it's so different and the voiceover work is just fantastic. So that is going to do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on everything I've discussed in this video. What are your favourite skins? What skins don't you have? What skins don't you like? What do you want to buy? Has this video helped you in any way? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, I will do an updated video like this when there are more hero skins added to the game, but I thought now there's a period of no new hero skins, it would make sense for me to make this video and hopefully help you guys buy these skins. Now, I will say this. If you have like 100,000 credits for the upcoming heroes, which are going to be Obi-Wan and General Grievous first, I personally would save that and now just focus on saving for skins and buying skins, because at the end of the day, we're still a couple of months away from those heroes and it's relatively easy to earn credits. So just keep saving your credits, but also buy a few skins here and there. If you do want them, don't just starve yourself for not buying anything, because there's no point. You should totally go for it, because at the end of the day, you can always earn them back. And we don't have a price point yet. I'm thinking they're going to be about, 20,000 credits. So if you can, keep 20 or 40,000 credits, depending if you want both the heroes, safe, then, I think you'll be okay. But that's just my personal opinion. That's going to do it for this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you are new around here. Check out any of the two previous videos on screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.